Hey guys, I'm back again. Um, I just came here, came making this video just to thank EarthGasher3074 for his subscription. It really means a lot to me. And in celebration of this subscriber, I'm going to record about 1 hour of ambient sounds in my room. And then post it all in here. So, um, um, please enjoy.
For literally ages, mankind has strived for one thing. And it's disgusting. No, and, line. Here at Internet Historian Laboratories, we take our research very seriously. Our hypothesis: through enough spam, you can force a meme. Our background research: watching hundreds of hours of behind the memes. Our procedure: creating an original meme format, then spamming it across several platforms like 4chan, Reddit, and Know Your Meme, watching to see if people catch on. Our findings? You'll just have to find out on this installment of In the Field. Well, welcome back to In the Field. The community strikes keep coming, but so do we. So,
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
what's wrong?
What do we keep doing?
Oh, we keep going, like like in that All Star song.
Going.
Today we have a new hypothesis for you. Can you force a meme?
Is that a hypothesis?
Well,
Hypothesis is
okay.
that normally come in the form of a statement,
No.
right?
How about you can force a meme?
Period. Awesome. I like it.
Now, we had our hypothesis, and all we needed was a meme. We're pretty lazy, so we went for another stock image. It doesn't look like it's going well for him.
You can put like a quote, like someone can say.
Moi, it is ya boy. Join in. What is with low IQs? Take an IQ test. If it's low, don't tweet ever. So, not only are we fighting for our right to tweet, we're also fighting for not being blocked by Onision, which, to be fair, he doesn't follow me anyway, so being blocked would be more interaction than I already get. When I took IQ tests for a video, a lot of people went and took the same test. They came back bragging about how high their IQs were, not realizing they only scored high IQs because they literally watched me take the test before they did, and thus had all the answers. Brilliant. So we're going to be watching his video. No, we're going to look up what IQ test he took, and we're not going to watch the video, and we're going to do it. Because I've taken about 6 IQ tests, and always score between 124 and 142. That is... level, which we are not going to reach. I'm telling you now. I have a above average IQ. It's very public. Okay, so let's first of all try find this video where he took the test. So there's a couple here. Hold on. What's the quiz? Dang it. Okay, so that one doesn't tell us the website. Let's try this one. Fast free IQ test. This one's got to be it. All right. Okay, I am ready. Does this have anything to do with how fast it happens? Because my battery might die in the middle. Oh well. Let's just give this a spin. Which of the 5 is least like the others? Dog, mouse, lion, snake, elephant. All of these animals have legs except for the snake. Is there a predator situation? I think a lot of them are predators, I think. The elephant is a lot bigger, but okay, it's gotta be legs. Has to be legs. Which number should come next in the series? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Oh gosh. 1 times 1 plus the past 1 is 1. 1 plus the past 1 is 2. 2, 3, 3, 5. Plus the past 1, 13, 21. Which one of the 5 choices makes the best comparison? Peach is to cape as 4, 6, 2, 1. Okay, so first 4 comes last. There's the last one. Moving on. Mary, who is 16 years old, is 4 times as old as her brother. How old will Mary be when she is twice as old as her brother? What's going on here? Mary is 16, 4 times as old as her brother. So her brother is 4. Brother's 4. How old will Mary be when she is twice as old as her brother? So she's 12 years older. So that means when she's 24, right? Because then he'll be 20. It's 24. Which larger shape would be made if the 2 sections are fitted together? Is this... Hold on. Like, it's this one. I'm not missing something, am I? Which one of the numbers does not belong in the following series? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 14, 15, 30. Times 2 by 3, we get 6. Times 6 by 3, we get 12. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh, divided by 14.
I finally felt recognized by YouTube. I finally felt a little bit famous, and I don't know, it was so inspiring. And then one day, boom, it was gone. I was no longer showing up on trending or anything. YouTube considered my content inappropriate, I guess. This was way funnier in my head. You cannot be famous like you were. They basically blacklisted all my channels long ago because they don't like what I say. They don't channels long ago because they're famous like you were. They basically blacklisted all my channels long ago because they don't like what I say. They don't, you know, like, what you guys like isn't so much up to you on YouTube, if you haven't realized. It's what YouTube wants you to like. It's what they throw in your face. Like, my subscribers, the people who watch regularly, those are the rebels. Those are the underdogs. But one last thing before I explain why I totally gave up on YouTube. And when I say gave up, I mean I'm moving to Patreon, patreon.com/Anasian, where I am able to be my true self. And I'm able to do whatever comedy I want. And I have amazing supportive people there who are just incredible with the things they say to me. they also dropped our earnings 9/10 recently. My analytics don't look good even now, last time I checked. So basically they fired me, and that'll definitely crush your faith in someone. So if anyone wonders why I suddenly turned on YouTube, it's because they turned on me multiple times. All right. So I hope this was thorough, and I hope you guys have it in you to watch me on Patreon, where you get to see uncensored videos, and you get to see them early, and you get free music. A lot of times people get free ringtones, free wallpapers, free books. I really care about you guys, and I really care about the people who obviously care about me. I worked really hard on Patreon today. I have a lot more work to do. I'm now doing a monthly thing, so if you guys want to help me make more videos and help pay for these really necessary things like the set that I record at, and my mode of transportation to get to the sets, and my house that I need for, you know, things I can't talk about because it's private life, and that's sacred, you know, believe it or not, that stuff is private life. Need for, you know, things I can't talk about because it's private life, and that's sacred, you know, believe it or not, that stuff is sacred. But we don't know when that pay is coming back. I've heard rumors that the pay may eventually recover, and if it does, it doesn't really change a thing with Patreon, because I'm still going to start prioritizing the people who prioritize me the most. To get you guys to donate, that I should tell you a sob story or something, but I don't have one. The saddest thing is that you work so hard and you think you're doing things the right way. I have 10 years of working every single day, or almost. Sometimes I would take a day off like once every few months or go to business.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
And they say I'm money hungry. If anything, it's more like I'm money desperate. Because I'm gonna continue trying to make videos. Think about whether or not they're actually true. Manipulation to get people. We didn't get the puppy for business reasons, so we're not claiming it as a business expense or anything like that. I'm just.
Say, for the sake of argument, there's this feminist media critic whose work you respect. Being an internet-savvy human in the information age, you sometimes share your opinions of her work on your various social media platforms. And you've noticed, whenever you speak positively of her, many different people come out to yell the same handful of things at you. It usually starts with, how can you support that con woman after she stole thousands of dollars from people? And you say, no, she didn't steal anything. She ran a crowdfunding campaign that people contributed willingly to. And, overwhelmingly, those people seem satisfied with their donations. And they say, yeah, she asked for $100,000 for a shitty little project. And you say, no, she got $100,000 because people got excited about her work and gave her more than she asked for. But the original pitch was only $10K. Also, how many times have you given that number to people without looking it up? And they say, yeah, she asked for $10K and then never finished anything. And you say, no, she finished the project earlier this year. Of course it took longer than it was originally pitched. You get 10 times what you ask for, and you're kind of obligated to make a bigger project, because if you didn't, that would be running away with 90 grand. Now, by this time, you've noticed your interlocutor's position.
I took a cell phone.
Hyper Light Drifter. You may recall first hearing about Hyper Light Drifter way back in 2013 when its Kickstarter launched and received a fair amount of press coverage in the process. Many people, including myself, took note of its striking visuals and animations, as well as its emphasis on a combat system touted as easy to pick up and hard to master. I was so excited to try this game that I literally kept it on a post-it note for 3 years to remind myself to keep up with development news. After 3 long years, that game has been released. And it's worth examining the way the game eases you into its strange and alien systems. There is no spoken dialogue, and indeed, apart from the tutorial, no real-life language in the game. Everything that needs conveying to the player is done with visuals. So let's look at how your first 10 minutes with Hyper Light Drifter will teach you everything you need to know. If you wish to avoid very mild spoilers for the first 10 minutes of the game, now's your chance to bail out. Your first few minutes controlling the Drifter act as a sort of tutorial, prompting you to use your abilities in basic ways before allowing you to progress. You'll probably figure out that you move with the analog stick, but your path is immediately blocked by some plant life. You could check the controls in the menu, or just start trying each button, but either way you'll slash these plants to bits, in the vein of The Legend of Zelda. This is the easiest test the game throws at you, telling you implicitly that if you can't figure out how to cut down this grass, you can't play the game. This reminds me of the first room in cave story, where you're forced to learn how to jump and enter doors to actually start the game. You might raise an eyebrow at the end of the first area, which is apparently a dead end. But when you step on this platform, the only thing that visibly changes is your little sprite buddy here. The icon is the equivalent of the Y or triangle button on your game controller. And as you see this pattern over and over, it starts to become second nature to watch out for it. Your next challenge comes when you reach the end of the road. If you try to keep moving, you'll see the Drifter stop and peer over the edge. Keep holding the analog stick and you'll send him willingly to his doom. A little experimenting here will teach you that you can use your dash ability to cross gaps. You can dash from the second you start playing, but at that point, it's not really clear what the ability is good for. But now you know that in addition to acting as a mobility tool, dashing is also required to traverse areas. You'll come across your first enemy here, which when defeated, lowers the gate barring your path. This might get you thinking that clearing out rooms of enemies can sometimes open up a new path. Your theory will be verified in just a few minutes when this process is repeated. It's here that you'll come across these strange markings on the wall. There's no jump button in Hyper Light Drifter, but you remember the only mobility skill you've been taught so far is your dash. So you try it, and are immediately rewarded. A few steps later, you'll come across a gun. As you come to the next gap in the floor, you might try to dash across again, only to discover you can't go far enough. You'll also get these handy tips down here for aiming and shooting, which you'll soon discover is exactly what you need so that you can hit this switch on the other side to make a bridge appear. Now we've got 3 uses for your dash and 2 for your gun, and the environmental clues which were completely foreign to us just a minute ago are now blatantly obvious in helping you figure out how to traverse the overworld. The next set of gaps actually contains a really important clue. The far side of each gap is marked by a white square, which is where you probably land after you dash across. You might just take this as decoration, but on the other side of the gaps is a dead end. If you notice the squares on the floor here forming a pattern, you might discover that you can exit to the west. Imagine trying to come up with a way to let the player know that there are certain paths that are hidden by foreground objects, and that the camera can be deceiving until you walk in the right places. Here, it's done with a little more than a few white squares, which we have been conditioned with during the gaps segment to interpret as markers of where we can go. You might find this path purely by accident, but because it's still hidden, it feels great when you find it. Finally, you'll arrive at the central hub of the game, and you're given a broad view of your goals in picture format. Since this is your first time seeing these icons, they probably won't make a lot of sense, even with the charming flowchart. But everything will suddenly click when you open up your map and see the cross-shaped overworld of the game, and these are combined with the indentations of the missing triangle pieces you can make out here. The chart we just found starts to make sense now. Since it's presented to you before you know anything else about your goals, it's a little bit out of context at first and hard to understand. But exploring this hub will help you put the pieces together, and suddenly, it doesn't matter that all the NPCs speak some weird guttural language, or that the entire game is dripping with strange icons and hieroglyph-like markings. Even though this language barrier might remain, you've just managed to teach yourself what to do, where to go, and how to proceed. And the game didn't teach you anything here. You figured it out by yourself. By getting to the hub, you've proven that you know how to make use of your abilities in different scenarios. You can use the dash for movement, crossing gaps, scaling walls, or to escape enemy fire. Use the gun to attack from afar, hit distant switches, or to quickly kill a nearby enemy that's about to pounce on you. In this way, you're equipped with...
What's up guys, Doug Polk here. Today we're going to be talking about Lux Coin, which is a current up-and-coming currency that I think has a lot of potential. But before we talk about that, we're going to be doing things by the books here on this channel, and that means we're going to be making a healthy amount of disclaimers first. I have not received any compensation for the creation of this video. However, I am invested in the currency itself. I have purchased some Lux Coins before, so if the currency does increase in value, it does benefit me, so keep that in mind. Also remember that this channel is for information and entertainment. I am not a financial advisor, and all investments have inherent risk. If you're someone who doesn't like the idea of someone promoting what they're invested in, by all means, I understand where you're coming from, but I also do want to give my opinion on some up-and-coming projects that I do think have a lot of value. Finally, if you're a developer who thinks that their upcoming project has a lot of potential, you can email me what you're doing at upcomingcryptoproject. 2 additional levels of functionality to the network. The additional functions are 1, near instant transactions, and 2, luck. The ability to send money instantly or privately are very valuable features of terminology that Lux is using to determine how you want to transfer the coins. And they have levels 1 through 4, which basically are how private the transaction is. Now what Lux Coin's trying... What's up guys, Doug? 3x the size of my 4-bet. On these stacks, I think I let go maybe a bit smaller. He only...
Hey, I don't want to... Whatever you want to do, I don't care. I'm not going to decide, so... You've had it. Yeah, I've really had it a bunch, Brandon. Against me, it's 13.
After a lot of those button opens. I do decide to...
Polk does have the back...
to be made to bet almost all of your hands here. You want to occasionally check with a hand like ace-king or ace-deuce suited, and also occasionally with a trap like aces with a diamond. I'm okay with that strategy. But this is a good board for you on the button. If your opponent has any of the suited Broadway hands that might call a 4-bet, they've bricked unless they have diamonds. So if you have a hand like aces, kings, or queens, you're almost always in the lead. Now, yes, you'll occasionally run into some traps, but Jason shouldn't be calling pre-flop with kings and queens very often. In general, with those hands, it's more important to jam pre-flop, deny equity, and win a large pot right there, rather than calling and allowing your opponent an opportunity to realize their equity. Now, ace is a bit of a different ball game. Ace is a much better hand to be calling with, because there aren't that many bad flops for aces. Anyway, Jason does check to me, and now with my queens, I decided to bet pretty...
9 things poor people do that the rich don't.
Number 9.
Sleep in. The saying goes, the early bird catches the worm. And this couldn't be more true, as a 5-year study by Thomas Corley has shown that 50% of self-made millionaires wake up at least 3 hours before they go to work. Many of these millionaires use the extra hours in order to work out, plan their days so they are more efficient, and to brainstorm new ideas. People on the poorer end of the spectrum have a tendency to sleep until the last minute and go into their days less prepared. Also, forcing yourself to wake up when...
Hello, Tiny Planet Explorers. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, very nice. Let's put those over there. Let's not concern ourselves with the little bits, the stick. Let's get this garbage out of here. We don't need this anymore. Okay, but this is the main event. This is what we all came here to see. Look, just look at that. Oh mama, oh mama. How do I open this? Is this the opening? This is the opening. So on the front here, you see we've got our main dude here, Heart Machine, the guys that published and made the game. How many did you get? 2? 3? Let's have a look. Whoa, you get many records in here. No wonder it's so heavy. Or would that be purple? I'll let you decide. It's okay, do not worry, I'm handling with care. Do not... If I'm not the music, and if you haven't, fear, guys. Do not have fear. So inside you get the game, obviously, I would hope. A little instruction booklet, which has a little bit of artwork and a rundown of the upgrades and some of the characters and like the enemies. And this is very reminiscent of old instruction booklets. Even at the end, notes.
Yep.
Write your own. This was a thing back in the day. I don't know if you know this, but when you would buy games, Super Nintendo games, NES games, N64 games, I think they might have stopped it when it got to GameCube. When you used to buy games, you'd get a little instruction booklet. Fully detailed, fully colored instruction booklet. It would give you a rundown of everything about the game. And in the back, you'd have a little notes page. You could write down your notes. And I thought it was just very cool that they included this with the game, because they don't do this anymore. Nobody does this anymore. And fair enough, it's kind of a waste of paper. But as a little collector's thing, I think it is beautiful. I mean, just look at that, man. amazing. It also came with a poster. I will try to get this out one-handed. Is this gonna work? Not a chance. 1 second. Okay, so it's like a poster of the map of the game, and I'm not usually too keen on these kind of things. I mean, they're cool, but I don't hang them up and I don't frame them or anything, but I think they're nice to have because why not? If you love the game, why not? Support the developers, support games like this being made, and, you know, maybe one day I'll give this to my kid or something. So there we go, a little...
Big markup from its $148 retail price. So, where did the logo come from? In 1994, the original store on Lafayette Street in New York carried brands such as Zoo York, Shorties, and Spitfire, but it wanted to produce its own t-shirts to commemorate opening day. 3 t-shirts were designed. One featuring a 1970s skater, one with Travis Bickle from Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver, and one with the shop's simple logo, the word Supreme, written in a white Futura bold oblique font inside a red rectangle. This logo came about when Jebbia's friend mocked up the original designs, which he felt looked a little flat, so he lent them a book on New York conceptual artist Barbara Kruger for some inspiration. Kruger's work uses bold, contrasting colors to create anti-authoritative, anti-capitalist maxims and slogans. Some of her most famous works include Your Body is a Battleground, which was a poster for the 1989 Women's March on Washington in support of legal abortion. The powerful piece depicted a woman's face bisected into positive and negative photographic reproductions, with a striking slogan written in the now familiar red and white box. Whether the box logo was inspired or lifted entirely remains up for debate. Although there were no legal repercussions for Supreme, as Kruger did not have intellectual property rights to the logo. It was the first case of the New York skate brand sampling other people's designs, concept it has successfully run with for the past 2 decades. However, when Supreme sued Leah McSweeney's Married to the Mob Supreme Bitch clothing line for infringing trademark rights in 2013, Kruger broke her silence, commenting on the irony of it all by saying, "What a ridiculous cluster of totally uncool jokers. I make my work about this kind of sadly foolish farce. I'm waiting for all of them to sue me for copyright infringement." This process of lifting or appropriating others' work has been a fixture of street culture since the early days, with brands like Fucked and Stussy doing the same thing. For example, Stussy's logo, which is a flip of the interlocking C's from Chanel. With his own shop logo t-shirts outselling the more established skate brands, Jebbia continued to commission the design in a variety of colors. He also partnered with American clothing manufacturer Brent Sportswear to produce heavyweight crewneck sweatshirts and hoodies featuring the same box logo embroidered on the chest. As the box logo became a downtown New York status symbol for those in the know, Supreme's in-house design team started getting creative with its branding. The logo was remixed with other artists including Jackson Pollock and popular brands such as Coca-Cola, Gucci, Burberry, and Louis Vuitton, the latter of which brought a cease and desist order against Supreme in 2000. 17 years later, the two brands would work together on an official collaboration. New brick-and-mortar locations are typically opened with a box logo tee to mark the occasion. Stores in London, Harajuku, LA, Paris, and Brooklyn were all commemorated with rare variations of the logo tee for sale. And following the Japanese earthquake and tsunami disaster in 2011, Supreme made a BOGO benefit tee with Japan earthquake relief, March 2011, United We Stand, printed on the back. All sale proceeds from the t-shirt were donated to the Japanese Red Cross Society. Most recently, Supreme designed a special BOGO t-shirt, which paid respect to the late Gary Warnett. Thanks to social media networks like Instagram and Facebook, the Supreme box logo is now more widespread than ever, with a Google brand survey ranking it among the coolest brands as perceived by millennials. For more on Supreme, go to highsnobiety.com.
Do you have, let's see, do you have black this and black this? Can I see it?
Black and black.
Black on black?
Wait me 1 minute.
Okay, yeah.
But I give you croissant and coffee. Okay, with you and okay?
How much for this right here?
2, alright?
No, just one piece.
Which one?
This,
That one.
yeah, this one.
This one for you.
Oh no, that's too much. That's I like
This is real
like
leather.
100.
Oh my god! You want that I die now?
No, I don't want you to die now. All right, and you guys thought you had to wait 3 weeks to get a new video. No, we're doing this now. Deal in terms of thousands, but to keep everything simple, it's dealt in hundreds. So know that 850,000 dong also equals 850, and we're just gonna keep everything simple, keep it in the hundreds.
850,000. High right. This one is not
I'm
high
good,
right.
I'm good. It's too
How
much.
much you buy?
850? That's way too
How
much
much
for
you
me.
buy this
I'm
one?
sorry. I would do
High right, good quality.
like 100 for that.
100?
Yeah, I'll do like 100 for that.
100 not sale.
No sale. Okay. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't want
You
it.
just a good high quality nha. This one leather, not leather.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Not
just,
leather, 150.
it's just a wallet for me.
Okay, I have this one thing.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'd only do like 100 for it. I'd only do like 100 for it. Okay.
Want to buy this shirt? Have me polo Tommy?
No, I'm good. I don't like polo. I don't like Tommy. I don't like Tommy.
A plain one, many design. Just see no problem if you like it.
What?
Just see.
What? Supreme. You got Supreme?
For you or for someone else?
For me.
What size?
Like XL maybe?
Okay, 1 minute. Where you from?
Where do you think I'm from?
New York.
New York City? No. Close. I'm near Chicago.
I have Supreme Gucci, many design inside. You can look. Different design.
Yeah, like this, but like
I have different
like
also.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I have.
You have the
this store,
Supreme Louis Vuitton?
Supreme Louis Vuitton. Now you waiting for me.
All right, cool, thanks.
And no more this one? You don't buy this one?
Maybe.
Okay, you sit down, you waiting for me. I
Okay.
show you. SL, okay, size?
XL, yeah. All right, so this is different. People here are a lot more friendlier, but kind of harder to find. All right, something like this. Yeah, this is fine.
Like you?
No, just one.
You don't want for your girlfriend?
No girlfriend.
No more?
No more.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Because this one t-shirt in a Louboutin, the Ritz Carlton.
I can get this for like 150.
150 you can buy it without.
Wait, so these are 150,
Yes.
but these are
What's the dance
just because it's Louis Vuitton.
Louboutin, but you can do this Carlton.
Could you do 150 on this one?
Okay, I can do for you this one only.
Most I'll do is like 200.
Okay, you can do 250.
That's too much for me.
Maximum.
There's like no difference between this and this though.
This one, before this one, the Ritz Carlton and the design new, the most fancy. Okay, you give me how much the last one?
How much would you do for this one?
This one 250 only.
You said 150. You can't sell for
Okay,
150?
because this one Louis Vuitton, this one would buy for me how much the maximum?
Like 225.
But you
300? No. I'll settle at 250.
280.
Sorry, 250. I'll do 250. Okay.
Only one.
Yeah, just one. Damn, that girl seems super innocent and like, not gonna lie, I had a couple nerves coming in here because, you know, bargaining in a new country and a new market and whatnot. I didn't know if it was gonna be the same or any different. But what I quickly realized, like as soon as I gave that price, she was like, oh no, this price. So it's like, it's all the same. Like no matter what country, I think everybody just tries to, you know, get their best deals, get their best prices and everything. And honestly, I was kind of worried that like people would be different, but everybody just has fun with it and everything. So now I'm gonna go down this little aisle over here and see what we can do.
I
Actually, let's see this Gucci belt. Yeah, let's see, huh? Can I see it? Yeah, let's get the, yeah. I like this one, yeah. 300? That's too much for a belt. Like 100? No?
The belt how can 100?
Huh? Yeah, belt for 100. It's nothing.
If like this one, 100 okay. Okay. Like the blue color, 100 okay.
What color? What belt is that?
It's the cheap quality.
This is like 20. I'll do 100 for that Gucci belt. No? Do you have like a black, red, and green one?
Yes, I do.
You have a black, red, and green one? Can I see it though? I can't do 300.
Who's never have 100? How can show you?
Huh?
Never have 100.
No? Can't do 100? How low can you go? You can't go? You just can't go? 299. 299.
You can come out first.
I can do 101. No? Alright. Thank you.
Let's try 250.
Oh, sorry. No, I can't. My last price, I could do 150 for my last price. If you have black, red, and green. You can't do 150? Okay.
250 less.
Oh, these are sick. Yeah, I like them. They're pretty cool. All right, damn, she didn't take the bait. I was waiting there and I waited for a little bit, but she didn't say anything, so she wasn't all about that. But the thing is, I keep forgetting that 100 here is $4 US compared to 100 back in China, which is like 15. So other than the fact that like I'm lowballing, I feel like I'm unknowingly super lowballing them. But yeah, I wasn't about to pay that much for the green, black, and red one or the green, black, and brown one because really I want something that like matches with everything. If she would have came down to my price, I'd have paid for it because then that would have been worth it to me. But I'm looking for like a straight up black on black, just like something low key, something that goes with everything. So, man, this place is like a maze. So let's go around here. Let's see if we can find that and let's check it out. How much for this right here?
2. Alright.
No, just one piece.
Which one?
This,
that one.
yeah, no. Ibai Wuma. I could do, my top is like 200. 225? 230? You got 230? All right.
Why are you so good bargain? I like
It's my job.
Yeah, thank you, Sasani.
Why are you so good at Chinese?
Because a lot of Chinese come here.
Oh, okay.
I can speak.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. I might see you again.
I hope so.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Bye
Bye-bye.
我爱你。
再见. 再见. 我爱你,你爱我. All right, bye. Are these real Yeezys?
Cái này lủng lụ lậu bự chà bá.
Are these a real Yeezy style? Is it? I haven't seen these before. Is this like a real style? Huh, interesting. Would you guys cop those Yeezys? Obviously, they're fake. Anyway, so we got 2 more bargains, and the reason I'm doing this is because you guys have asked for longer videos, and I'm doing it. I'm doing a longer video. Usually I come to the market one time, I get 2 videos out of it, around like 10-13 minutes, but you guys have been asking for longer videos, and with it, I think that'll help with my consistency because by the time I do part 2 of the video, I'm kind of already over that video because I just want to like move on and film some more. So you guys want the longer videos? Let me know in the comments right now. Like I'm talking like at least minimum 15.
That's some good quality.
Okay, can you open it?
That's some cheap quality.
Where do you think I'm from?
America.
Yeah, how'd you know?
You talk.
How much for the champion? Oh, 480, it's too much. Yeah, it looks alright. Did you do like 130? No?
Okay, you buy how many?
Just one.
One only?
Yeah.
Okay, good ride for you.
Still too much. I could do like 200.
Okay, let's ride because you're handsome. I like you, I say what? Okay,
No, I can do 200.
I don't have profit for 200.
You can't do 200?
I have profit, I sell.
What's the lowest you can go?
Okay, let's ride for you.
280?
Yeah.
Do like 220.
250, we sell.
230? 230? All right, let's settle 240. 240.
For you L size.
Yeah. 240? Okay, 240. I'll just do black. Okay.
Okay, hai cái đen.
What color Gucci? Same price? Same price? 2 for 450?
Same ride on 2 for 450.
2 for 450?
2 for 500.
2 for 480. Okay. Okay, black. Okay. Huh? 480. You said 480. All right, thanks. Thank you. I don't know. We'll see. What's this? Yeah, these are nice. They have zippers?
Yeah, zip.
They do have zippers. Oh, okay. How much?
How many you take? Good for you.
I just want these.
Only one. And one more dish?
Are these zippers?
Zip, yeah. With a zip also. This is the new design. I have blue color also.
You have blue color, dark blue? Let's see the dark blue.
Where you from?
Where do you think I'm from?
Australia.
Australia? Nah.
England.
Nah.
Canada.
Nah. Where else? Australia, England, Canada?
America.
Yeah, America.
Vietnam đồng?
Yeah, how much?
2.
How much for 2? Yeah, 1, 2.
1, 2 à?
Yeah.
Một cái à? Vietnam đồng US dollar.
Vietnam. 950,000? It's too much. I know, but it's all right.
Pocket zip, with zip also. Oh, everything with zip.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's too much for me though.
Dong, okay, how much for you?
Like 300.
Ah, you joking?
It's like I don't have that much. I don't have that much.
You know 300, how much in US? Only 13. You're wrong.
But
yeah.
I mean,
You're wrong. You want a good one?
no.
Okay.
What's your best?
Okay.
900?
Okay, tell me how much?
350.
Come on.
You only went down 50. I could do. Last price I could do like 400.
Hello, you wrong. Just 2
No.
liter for juice. Okay, I give you no more. Okay, last one. Okay.
800?
Okay.
No.
Please.
That's too. What's your lowest? How low can you go?
Already low. I give you best price.
That's too much for me. That's too much for me.
Okay. We are make friends. Okay. For you. Okay.
20. It's not even $1. That's not even $1.
No,
One
even
US.
dollar, huh?
Yeah, that's not even $1 US.
Okay. Right.
I can do like 450.
Why? I late for you mainly. You too small.
You can't do 450?
No.
I think this is too big.
For 2, not for 1. You know, this for 2. Hello. This right for 2.
Yeah, I know. 500 last. 500 last. That's all I can do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can only do 500. I don't have too much money.
Okay, you give me 650, just $50,000.
Can you do 600? Okay. All right. All right, so right outside this market, there's a street right here, and like I said, there's markets all over on the streets around here in this city. So I think for the next video, I'm just gonna do like a street tour about going to all these markets and the streets and whatnot. All right, so I need to sit down. It's hot. I'm sweating my ass off right now. So anyways, with that being said, like, share, comment, subscribe if you liked it. Also, if you are here in Vietnam, let me know, because I think the next video I want to do is, like, I want to have some more people do this. So hit me up in YouTube in the comments, message me on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, you name it. And I think it'll be really fun to make a cool banger video, like just bargaining in the streets here. So do all that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I don't know how long I'll be here. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I want to stay here for a while, which I probably